Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure 2.0, where everybody's opinion is a lie. What we're going to talk about, and good morning to everybody, by the way. David, good morning to you. Good morning to your degenerate son, Josh. Good morning to your Colt. The copyrights have already been forwarded, okay? So what, the copyright, I'm still fighting it. They're gonna fucking lose again. Right? Even after we, like, a lot of the group members are getting fucking tired of the copyrights, because David's copywriting speech now. He is copywriting speech. The last video that he copyrighted, it shows, it proves our point that it's a cult. You got isolation, information control, thought control, and emotion control, right? David's got these people isolated at a hotel in fucking Houston, Texas. Come on. Then he shuts down the channel, right? Because he doesn't like what I'm saying about his numbers, because his numbers are fucking bullshit. The last video he did, he was talking about, oh, well, we have 10 millions of followers. Get Clicky tells us that we have 10 million followers. No, David, you don't have 10 million followers. David, if you had 10 million followers, you'd be packing out fucking stadiums like Joel Osteen or fucking Hillsong or some other bullshit. But no, you're not that big, David. David E. Taylor is not that big. His whole delusion of grandeur, it really is. His whole delusion of grandeur, right? David's delusion of grandeur is probably beyond anything what we've seen in history. I mean, Jim Jones was pretty fucking crazy, right? Jim Jones was out there, but look at David. David is all about having new shiny objects all the time. You see him and George Scott in the Palatial Mansion in fucking Marcus Ball. It's like, you watch those clowns and it's like they just got a fucking shiny brand new object for their birthday, right? That they've never fucking seen before. Like, oh, it's so palatial. Oh, it's so beautiful. And Apostle Taylor, you know, God gave this to him. No, he didn't. David fucking used it buying dirty money. He used dirty money to buy those properties. And here's how it happened, right? So Joshua Media Ministry gets revoked, right? I'm going to pull up the information here too. So Joshua Media Ministries gets revoked by the IRS, right? So if it gets revoked, right, what happens to that money in all those bank accounts, right? David, at that point, had already opened up Kingdom of God Global Church, right? So what he did, no doubt, is took the money from Joshua Media Ministry International, right, and put it into Kingdom of God Global Church, then bought all the properties, dumped the money. Makes sense, right? What do you do with fucking money that's dirty? You gotta clean it, man. What's the best way to clean it? Fucking dump it into a bunch of large property purchase, mortgage fraud. Right now you commit fraud by purchasing the property with dirty money. You're laundering money from the IRS. You're going to dump it into property to fucking keep it from the IRS, right? Best way to do it, fucking dump it into property, y'all. Dump it into huge properties, which is what he's done exactly that, you guys. The gig's up, David. Your money laundering scheme is up. Okay, and it still doesn't show that Joshua Media Ministries has been reinstated. Okay, I'm looking at it right here. It hasn't been reinstated yet. So, David no doubt takes the money from Joshua Media Ministry, puts it into Kingdom of God Global Church Incorporated and LLC, right? So he's got it incorporated and LLC with Kingdom of God Global Church. Here's how that works. You have a tax number, right? So he's got Kingdom of God Global Church tax number, which is 811195992. Take the money from JMMI, put it into Kingdom of God Global Church, right? Now he's got that tax ID number. Now what he did was he incorporated and opened an LLC in the state of Missouri, right? Which he's trying to do to protect himself, but the crimes he's committing, bullshit. David's fucking laundering money. You can't, David can't be like, oh, it's an LLC, you can't touch it. Bullshit, dude. You're fucking committing crimes, dude. The government be like, oh, we don't give a fuck about those LLCs and incorporates. Get the fuck out of here. What you're doing is illegal. David, we know, dude, David, if you weren't so worried about what we're saying, you wouldn't be shutting my channel down, dude. Come on, David. David and Josh, your whole cult. If David's not scared, why is he shutting the channel down? Why does he have you guys in a gated fucking hotel? What happens? Here's a question for the cult members. Think about this. What happened when David dies? Okay. And I'm just thinking realistically, what happened when David dies? Say he gets arrested. Who's going to take over? Michelle, Joseph, Steve, Ashley, Tony? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that Steve, Ashley, Tony, or Joseph, or Michelle are going to take over. They don't have the charisma to run that place like David. But David's not even that charismatic. He's just a fucking Nimrod. David, we just laugh at you because you're... David, you really are, dude. You're history in the making, man. Dude, what you've done with your organization, right? What you're going to end up in is a RICO case, David. RICO courts. Racketeer Influence and Corruption Organization Act is a law that allows the government to punish individuals associated with criminal activity, specifically leaders of crime organizations. Let's see here. For example, RICO law punishes crime bosses, which would be you, David, right? You're the fucking crime boss in this, who order their subordinates to carry out criminal activities for them. Else, these bosses could claim innocence because they technically were not the ones to carry out the crimes. To explore this concept, consider the following RICO law. Let's see. Before RICO law existed, crime bosses would order their minions, David, which would be your cult members, Michelle, Tony, Joseph, Ashley, Steve, right? Listen up, guys. Let's see. We got to that. Before RICO laws existed, crime bosses would order their minions to carry out crimes for them and claim innocence if the police found out. Their argument was that technically no one could prosecute them for their crimes like murder because they weren't the ones doing the killing. The RICO law made it possible for the police to arrest even the leaders of crime organizations. If anybody watched that, what was it? That case that it was a rap case out of Florida. That rapper got murdered, right? All that ended up in a RICO court, right? Because it was a criminal organization, and they fucking busted them all. All those motherfuckers went to jail, man. I was watching it on the Criminal Lawyer Reacts, Bruce Rivers, and he's like, man, when you're in RICO court, dude, those guys did some of the dumbest shit. It was, what was it? Shada? I can't remember the name of the case, but it was a big case, man. It was a big case, and it was RICO, and they held everybody accountable. They didn't give a fuck. They all got murder charges. They're all in prison for life now. Okay. Racketeering activity. I got this from legaldictionary.net. Racketeering activity is defined by law as any crime involving gambling, arson, murder, robbery, kidnapping, bribery, theft, fraud, or activities involving obscene matter of controlled substances. Generally, these crimes are part of a pattern of criminal activity engaged in by a particular party, David's cult in this case. Under the law, there are several types of activities that qualify as racketeering activity. Some examples of racketeering activity include drug trafficking, bankruptcy fraud, which David's doing. What David is doing, bankruptcy fraud. It really is. He's bankrupting names. It's bankrupt fraud. Money laundering, helping immigrants illegal enter the country for financial gain. I absolutely fucking 100% agree with that. And then terrorism. Yes, 100%, because there is a member in David's group that is facing felony charges for a bomb threat right now. No bullshit. Let me pull it up. Give me a second here. I think I still got it right here. One moment. Let's see here. Fadi. Fadi Bithio Madi, he was a Gulf War translator at one point for the government, right? Let's take a peek here. And now, he's got a record here in America. Out of Macomb County, Michigan. Status is open. It's a felony. False rept. It says false REPT. False report. Threat of bomb, harmful device. So he called in a false bomb. He called in a false bomb report. So so that's the government doesn't fuck around with that shit. You don't call them bomb reports anymore. They take that shit so fucking serious. No wonder. And the agency, the arrest details, is Clinton Township Police Department. Let me look at that. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm not pulling it up. This is just stuff I'm looking into right now. Okay, so yeah, RICO. Back to RICO. So terrorism, yes. And Foddy, you can look his information up on Facebook. He's put out some terroristic threats and shit on Facebook, actually, that are very concerning. I'm surprised this guy hasn't been fucking arrested again, honestly. Of course, racketeering activity is not limited to these examples provided above. Racketeering can also include embezzlement, murder for hire, obstruction of justice, and among other things. When it comes to prosecuting RICO crimes, there are actually RICO law examples of criminal cases and RICO law examples of civil cases too. Just like any other case, there are different requirements when it comes to prosecuting criminal RICO versus civil. David's kind of teetering on criminal, I think. For the authorities to charge a person with a RICO violation, he must have taken part in racketeering activity related to some sort of business. Murder, arson, kidnapping, drug dealing, mail or wire fraud. Okay, so we got that. Are also crimes that fall under RICO. Crimes of this nature are predicate offenses, and for authorities to charge someone under RICO law, they have to commit 2 predicate crimes with the same business within a span of 10 years, which I think we can agree David's done. Can be corporation, mafia crime, drug cartel, or corporation, or political party. Someone charged with the criminal RICO violation faces imprisonment of 20 years and significant financial penalties. If someone brings a civil RICO case and wins, he can treble damages. He can win 3 times the amount of the damages he initially claimed. In order for him to be successful in his claim, though, he must be able to prove 3 elements. The criminal, pattern, and statute of limitations. So there's three elements that David would have to prove. If he alleges fraud, the court will ensure a thorough investigation of the matter before making a decision. He must be able to show that the defendant committed a pattern of at least 2 crimes. Patterns can include everything from the same victim to the same methods used to commit the crimes. Statute of limitations. The statute of limitations on civil RICO cases is 4 years, which starts to run the moment the victim discovers the damages. If he does not file a case before these 4 years are up, law precludes him from pursuing damages. So David can't go back after 4. If it says that David finds something wrong, he has 4 years to file, but we know David is going to do that. There's anti-SLAPP laws. In other words, a SLAPP lawsuit is one meant to intimidate or silence an individual by bearing him in the cost of defending himself in an effort to silence his opposition. Okay. Okay, so this is indeed a criminal activity, or a criminal organization. We know that now. Famous RICO cases: Hell's Angels in '79. What was some other ones? Art Cohen versus Donald Trump, the Catholic Church. So there have been some pretty big RICO cases. David, you're going to end up in a RICO case. Yeah, for sure. And the fact that you are falling under all the lines of the things we just said as a terrorist organization too, as a terrorist group, you absolutely are, David. Your whole group is a hate group. And what shows it recently is the text messages. And I wanted to go over those too. Those were out of the blue, you guys. And you know what? My source texted me late last night. Let me tell you what they said. I'll tell you exactly what they said. Just saw your show about the text messages. I guarantee is in big caps. That's David himself. So David, my source told me that that's you. That's how you talk. It's funny, you'll say like these LGBTQ terms, right? You'll say like, you'll go out on full hate speech, but you won't say fuck, shit, damn it, fucker, god damn it, piece of shit, asshole. Why don't you come out and say those words, David? You fucking little bitch. You won't even come out and say those words, David. But you want me to come out and use like LGBTQ terms? Nah, I'm not gonna do it, man. Not gonna do it. I'll use them in context to let people know how you talk, but never will I come out and bash that community. I will never bash. I will not fucking spit hate speech here ever, never. That's not what I'm about. I've never have been. I grew up in a world of tolerance. My era, I fucking grew up in a world of tolerance, man. I grew up in California when the gay rights were passing. I remember. I was there. So David, for you to come out and fucking bash the community like that, no, not gonna fucking happen, you sack of shit. I'm not gonna let you. David, trust me, those text messages along with the phone number have gone out to advocate groups already. We tell people, hey, these people are claiming to be a church, right? And we send these text messages out to our advocate groups, and we'll let them deal with you, dude. David, I'm not gonna touch you, dude. I'm not gonna touch you. I can sit back here and just run videos on you and destroy you that way. And it's working. It's working, David. You know it's working because you're copyrighting the channel with no grounds. It's funny. Yeah, anyways. The text messages. Very telling, right? And I was talking with Ted Cruz yesterday about it. Ted Cruz with the top down. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz with the motherfucking top down. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz with the top down. And we were talking. I had a good talk with him yesterday. I'd taken a drive home and calling to check in on my guy. And get to talking, and he was like, "This is standard operating procedure for David, right? This kind of behavior is standard operating procedure for David, okay?" He's like, even people who don't do shit wrong in that place are getting treated like that. Now think if somebody wanted to leave, right? Think if somebody wanted to leave now, guys. What if somebody wanted to get up and leave? What do you think David would treat them like? What do you think David would treat them like? I'm going to do a FOIA request for the arrest of Fadi. I'm pulling up the Charter Township of Clinton Police Department I'm going to do a FOIA request on you, Fadi. This is America, dude. Welcome to the Freedom of Information Act request, dude. I'll pull a fucking FOIA request on you. This is going to prove even more what's going on, man. This is yeah. I'm going to have to call him and see if I could submit electronically. I think I should be able to. I'm going to submit because it was I'm going to request the police report, the video in car, the booking photo and video, the calls, and I need to request the body worn cameras and photos. Delivery method. Email. Okay. I'm checking. I got my ring light. I can't see through here. Pick up records in person. Send records by postal mail. No, I'm going to have the records emailed. Okay, cool. Okay. Do a FOIA request on Fadi. I just got to figure it out. But David, this is indeed look it over, Rico, and the text messages and Fadi. David, you're a cult. You're a cult. If you look at some of your older videos, David, right? When you had all the green shit inside your fucking sanctuary, your sanctuary is never going to be that full again. You can keep deluding to yourself that it's gonna be that full, that you're this great prophet and the Moses of our generation, but David, I guarantee you, you are not the Moses of our generation. David, if you're such a good Moses of our generation, why is your credit score so low? Why are you pulling? You know what, David? Well, it's great. Okay, so check this out, too. This is kind of rad. David pulls a $40,000 credit card and maxes it in a month. What's that tell you guys? How do I know? Why? Because his fucking social security number was vulnerable, and I looked at his credit score. It's a 679 right now. He's got just a couple lines of credit open. They're all in good standing, but he pulled a $40,000 credit line last month and fucking blew it already. It's gone. 40 grand gone. So now all the little fucking cult minions got to pay off that $40,000. So you guys hurry up and pay that 40 grand off for David, okay? He's counting on you. What's up, buddy? He's counting on you. And Josh and Jay, these guys. It was funny. I'm looking at my dog, Marley. He's like, hey, can I come up there with you right now and be on the live stream? Come here. Come here. These guys are like, oh, you play with your dog like a woman. These guys, at least I have some fucking compassion to fucking have an animal. You guys don't even have animals. Oh, man. Yeah, his nail's ready to fall off. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, man. He's bummed. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go put him up. Come here, buddy. Come here. You're all right. Yeah, man. All right, sorry. He's had this one nail. His dew clot's always like weird. It'll fall off. It always does. This happened before. Anyways, where was I? The text messages, right? The text messages, David, along with you and Josh sending me or Foddy and text messages, everything we've gone through, the cease and desist. And that's what this is. Anybody's ever wondering, this is a cease and desist from David, okay? I framed that motherfucker because this is money on my desk from David, right? These aren't free. This isn't free. You're going to have to pay for that. So that's David's money on my desk right there. That's how, well, it's actually probably donor money, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry David paid for a cease and desist with your money, but that's exactly what that is, okay? It's a cease and desist telling me to shut my mouth on social media and to take down all my fucking videos. You know what I did? I called the fucking attorneys and I told them to fuck off. They're not going to scare me. These assholes will not fucking scare me like they have other people with their little fucking cult tactics, right? And Winters and King Associates out of Tulsa, Oklahoma are the one helping them do all this fucking criminal fucking activity bullshit. Why do you need an attorney, David, to help you fucking move money around? That's what I don't get. The fact that David had to get an attorney, right? And the attorneys are actually telling him what to do. Yeah, go ahead and open an LLC. Go ahead and open an incorporated. Then the law can't touch you. No, well, David, you're fucking committing high felonies, dude, by laundering money. Hi, Marilyn. Here's Marilyn. Come here. Marilyn says, hey, I want to be on the live stream, okay? She says, hi, everybody. She says, hey, good morning, okay? She says, hey, good morning, everybody. She says, get my scratches, Daddy. Get my scratches. Hi. She says, Daddy wants some kisses. She says, hey. Hi. She says, hey, everybody. She says, let me give you some kisses, Daddy. She said, Daddy, let me give you kisses this morning, okay? Hi. Good morning. Good morning. She's so cute, huh? She's a little cute girl, huh? She's like, I just got my pup cup whipped cream, okay? It's my favorite thing to have in the morning, okay? Huh? Did you get your pup cup? Yeah, it's good, huh? Okay. Alright, thank you. Where was I? Okay, back to the FOIA. Yeah, so I'm gonna FOIA firm or organization. Hang on, give me a second. Okay, it's out. Come on. Okay. Okay. They can get overbearing sometimes too. Okay. So FOIA. Man, I totally lost track with what I was doing. The dog got me sidetracked. Yeah, FOIA. David, I'm challenging you to a debate, man. I'm challenging you. I'm calling you out, dude. I've been calling you out, David. And you're fucking hiding, dude. You're hiding, David. What's funny is you're claiming to be this great apostle, do all this great shit, but where are you? Fucking hiding. You're hiding. And you're hiding from the law is what you're hiding from. You're hiding from the fucking felonies that you've committed. And you know you fucking committed felonies, you piece of shit. You know it, David. You know you've committed felonies, which is exactly why you're hiding behind your fucking walls. You don't want anybody to find you. You don't want anybody to find you. You're too scared. And you have to think about this, right? Think about this, guys. Why would David be in hiding, right? Why would he be in hiding? Maybe all the people he's fucked over? All the money he's taken from maybe old ladies who are somebody's mom that are living on a fixed income, and maybe David fucking made them go broke? The multiple lawsuits? The stage company? Okay, let's talk about the stage too real quick. Yeah, let's run over a few things. Okay, the stage. The stage is still being held up in court, of course. Once again, being held up in court. David's not playing ball. David's gonna do everything he can, honestly, to weasel his way out of that lawsuit. Just like he did with Harold Lewis. He's gonna try and stretch it out as long as he fucking can, but the federal courts don't play like that. They're going to be, Mr. Taylor, fucking pay up or shut the fuck up, basically. That's what they're going to say. Pay up or shut the fuck up. Pay your bill. Shut the fuck up. That's what they're going to tell him. One way or another, in a more professional setting. But I can guarantee you, David's not playing ball with that. Okay, the Amway Arena. Amway Arena isn't going to happen, okay? Because he has to have the stage. He has to have the trucks. He has to have the money, which he doesn't have all four of those, right? And he has to have he has to be important, and he's not. He has to have 5 things. He has to have the trucks. He has to have the stage. He has to have the money. He has to have the crew, and he has to be important. And doesn't have any 5 of these. He doesn't have that. He's not important, okay? He doesn't have the crew to set up that fucking stage. He doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the trucks. And he can't afford the Amway Arena. He's not going to get the Amway Arena. Never has, never will. It's all a grift. That whole thing with the Amway Arena is just a way to fucking stack in more funds. That's always going to be his grift. Like, oh, well, we're going to keep pushing it out, keep pushing it out, keep pushing it out. It's going to be fucking 2027 before people finally realize, hey, is the Amway Arena going to actually happen? No, it's not going to fucking happen, people. The Amway Arena, okay? Listen, everybody. Why do you think, oh, it's a virtual arena crusade? Oh, because COVID. No, fucking COVID's over. The fucking arena's open. They're holding fucking sold out concerts there, you guys. So for David to say, oh, it's COVID going on still. You got him living in this fucking hotel with masks on. David say, oh, COVID's going on. No, David, you're a fucking liar, dude. You're a liar. David E. Taylor, you are a liar. COVID is done and over with. It's been done and over with. Okay? Yeah, people are still getting COVID because it's now fucking gonna be another fucking flu, right? Like everybody was saying, just gonna be another fucking form of the flu, which it's gonna be, David. Get over it. Let these people out and fucking move on with the normal life instead of you fucking them over their whole fucking life. David's like, no, I'd rather just fuck them over. No, it's easier to fuck them over. Yeah, let's keep them here so I can just fucking manipulate them and use them as my fucking little cult fucking workforce. So forced labor, it is a labor cult, okay? I know for a fact if people have kids in this cult, right? And you don't know what the fuck to do, call the FBI. Okay? Call the feds. Either that, here's what you do. Either call the feds or fucking show up with your fucking paperwork at that fucking hotel. Be like, where the fuck are my kids? And if they don't want to produce kids, then you start making calls. You call 911. You be like, I'm at a fucking hotel. I have paperwork for my child, and they are not letting me. Telling you, just go that route, okay? If you got kids there, and you're trying to get them out, and you can't, you don't have access to them, right? That's what you do. That's what you do. I'd walk right up to the fucking gate. If I was anybody, I'd walk right up to the fucking gate with my paperwork, with my court orders, be like, where the fuck is my kid? You better fucking produce that child the fuck right now, or we're gonna have some problems. I don't have kids, but damn well be sure if I had kids and they were in this situation, yeah. Yeah. I'd be, talk about fucking kicking over a bee's nest, well, you'd kick over a fucking hornet's nest, David. You kicked over a hornet's nest when you fucking started fucking with kids, man. You got kids in there and you're indoctrinating kids into your sick fucking cult. Right? So David, let's go back to the shit about David. Okay, so for the cult members, say David fucking just kicks the bucket, okay? Say David kicks the bucket, then what? Say Michelle gets arrested or Joseph gets arrested or they all get arrested, then what? What are you guys going to do? Where are you guys going to go? Do you have jobs? Do you have any real life skills that you can get out with? Honestly, you guys need to think about this shit. Just letting you guys know. What's going to happen when the shit goes down? You guys can just stay there and be like, no, we're just going to stay here and keep living in a 2-star hotel in a not so nice part of Houston, right? I mean, honestly, do you guys ever think about this? The cult members? Listen, I'm talking to the cult members now too, okay? Michelle, you too. Joseph, Steve, all of you guys. All of you guys. Do you ever think about what you're going to do if David kicks the fucking bucket, right? Because he's in shit health. Okay, I know that for sure. You got his health was an issue back in 2016. Okay? We know that. We know his health was an issue back in 2016. And he's not getting any better. He's not taking care of it any better. Okay? You see him on stage. He's fucking pacing back and forth, sweating profusely. He's got what it's called. Fuck, I was just studying about it in health, man. It goes along with hyperthyroidism, and you can look at it, and it's the fucking bulging eyes, man. It's called like Graves' disease or something like that. I can't remember. It has to do with hypertension. It really does. It has to do with hypertension, high cholesterol, all of it, man. All of it. It's like hypertension. It wasn't hypertension. What was it? Graves' disease. Enlarged thyroid. Yep. Yep. So Graves' disease is enlarged thyroid. Okay, here it is. The bulging eyes. That's what I was looking at. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you get like David's eyes. Graves' ophthalmopathy. I can't even say that. Ophthalmopathy. Graves' bulging eyes. Graves' ophthalmopathy. And that's what David has. He's got these fucking bulging eyes. Like his eyes fucking stick out past his fucking eyelids, right? About 30% of people with Graves' disease show some signs and symptoms of Graves' ophthalmopathy. In Graves' ophthalmopathy, inflammation and other immune system events around muscles and other tissue around your eyes. Signs and symptoms may include bulging eyes, right? When you look at David's, his eyes are fucking bulging out, right? Gritty sensation in the eyes. Oh, I bet his eyes are fucking watering like a motherfucker. Pressure or pain. Puffy or retracted eyelids. Yeah, it's like a motherfucker. That's what you see. Is the puffy, really fucking retracted eyelids. Reddened or inflamed eyes. His eyes don't look inflamed, but they're definitely fucking light sensitivity, double vision, vision loss. So, David, you need to go see a doctor. He's, oh, no, I don't. I'm the fucking apostle. God heals me, okay? God does all my healing for me, okay? That's it. God does it. No, I don't need a doctor. Oh, I'm sure his fucking heart rate is irregular, too. It's saying seek emergency care if you're experiencing... This is Mayo Clinic. If you're experiencing heart-related signs and symptoms, which could be fucking myopathy, you could fucking rapid heartbeat, tachycardia, myocardial infarction. Like David could, his heart could be fucking just, his heartbeat. We were just talking about this in pharmacology the other day. When you have an irregular heartbeat, right? Your heartbeat, you want like a normal heartbeat. Bump, 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 right? David's heartbeat beats like boom, 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 right? David's heart's probably fucking all over the place. If you hook David up to an EKG, his fucking heart rate would probably be all over the goddamn place. His blood pressure, everything would be all over the place. My pharmacology book is right here, and we were just talking about what it's very severe, David, what you're going through with your health. It's very severe. And if you're not on your if you're not taking blood pressure medication or your statins or anything, David, or your fucking ACE or your fucking beta blockers and your ACE inhibitors and shit, dude, not a good thing, David. Not a good thing, man. Not a good thing. It's really not. And what causes... Oh, here's the cause of Graves' ophthalmopathy. Graves' ophthalmopathy results from a buildup of certain carbohydrates in the muscle and tissue behind the eyes, the cause of which also isn't known. It appears that the same antibody that can cause thyroid dysfunction may also have an attraction to tissue surrounding the eyes. Graves' ophthalmopathy often appears at the same time as hyperthyroidism or several months later. But David, this shit's been going on. David, this has been going on for a couple years, dude. This hasn't been just recently, David. You're in bad shape. Risk factors. Although anyone can develop Graves' disease, many factors can increase the risk of diseases, including family history. Says sex. Women are much more likely to develop Graves' disease than are men. Okay, well, I think David. So David. I mean, I guess David's the exception. Graves' disease usually develops in people before age 40, which it does look like it developed before age 40. Other autoimmune disorders, people with other disorders of the immune system, such as diabetes type 1, which David is probably type 2. Rheumatoid arthritis also have an increased risk. Emotional or physical stress, right? And David, we know you are fucking way under stress, big buddy. We know you're under stress, dude. You are under stress. Stressful life events or illness may act as a trigger for the onset of Graves' disease among people who have genes that include the risk. Pregnancy, we know David's not going to get pregnant. Smoking, I mean, David, you smoked the pole, but that's probably about it, just like Jim Jones did. Complications of Graves' disease can include, well, David, you're not going to get pregnant. Heart disorders, which is a big issue for you, David. You need to pay real close attention to this. You're on all your cult members. Your heart disorder, whatever's going on, David, is not good. If left untreated, Graves' disease can lead to heart rhythm disorders, changes in the structure and function of the heart muscles, and the inability of the heart to pump enough blood to the body. Heart failure. Okay, David, your heart, right, is a pump, right? It's the most powerful muscle in your body, David. You're not taking care of it, right? It's probably fatty as fuck, right? Just like your liver. For sure. David, your heart, dude, it's probably the size of a fucking basketball, dude. The thyroid storm. A rare but life-threatening complication of Graves' disease is a thyroid storm, also known as accelerated hyperthyroidism or thyrotoxic crisis. It's more likely when severe hyperthyroidism is untreated or treated inadequately. The sudden and drastic increase in thyroid hormones can produce many effects, including fever, sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, delirium. This is what we're seeing. Holy shit. We're seeing thyrotoxic. Okay. Delirium. You guys. It makes sense. Severe low blood pressure in a coma is what happens. Fever, sweating, vomiting, right? We've seen David get up on that fucking stage and just start fucking profusely sweating. I think we've seen David on the verge of a fucking thyrotoxic fucking storm. Or a thyroid storm. Thyrotoxic crisis. Right? drugs, that bad, fuck everything. Holy shit. Sudden drastic increase in thyroid hormones can produce many of these: fever, sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, delirium, severe weakness, seizures, irregular heartbeat, yellow skin and eyes, jaundice, severe low blood pressure, and coma. Thyroid, that's a hard one to say sometimes, thyroid storm requires immediate emergency care. Immediate emergency care, David. Not something, oh, I'm going to wait on Jesus. No, David, you're in bad shape, dude. Brittle bones. Untreated hyperthyroidism can also lead to weak, brittle bones, osteoporosis. The strength of your bones depends in part on the amount of calcium and other minerals contained. Too much thyroid hormone interferes with your body's ability to produce calcium into your bones. Okay. I have a vitamin D deficiency big time. I fucking have to take vitamin D. If not, I will get fucking arthritis guaranteed. 100. The doctor told me you'll get arthritis guaranteed if you don't take vitamin D. I have a severe fucking vitamin D deficiency. Doctor's like, I went in one time. Doctor was like, dude, your labs are fucking lower than last time. He's all, did you stop taking your vitamins? I was like, yeah, I thought I just had to take those one. He's like, no, dude. He's like, your labs are lower than they were last time when you went in the first time for your vitamin D check. He's all, dude, you have to take vitamin D the rest of your life. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, you don't get away from that. He's like, spend more time outside, change your diet up a little bit, and you have to take vitamin D the rest of your life. There's no way around it. I have to take 2 fucking, what is it? I had to take 100 micrograms a day, right? They started me off on like 50,000 a week, right? To boost my system back up. They're like, okay, now you have to take 100 micrograms a day, right? That's how it works, man. David, David, you need to take thyroid, statin, you probably need some heart medication. David, you need to be on like fucking Lipitor. I'll pull out my book if you want me to, David, and I'll fucking look up the medication you should be on. But you might need to be on some fucking blood thinners, right? Like some warfarin, right? Some fucking thyroid medication, some fucking statins, some diuretics. David, you're gonna be on all kinds of medication, dude, for your fucking health problems. He's like, well, I'm taking everybody's fucking psych meds. So hyperthyroidism, right, leads to those other symptoms like Graves, Graves ophthalmopathy, right? Graves ophthalmopathy. That's why your eyes are fucking sticking out of your fucking big ass head, David. Okay, is because of Graves ophthalmopathy. People are like, why is his eyes so big? Well, it's because David's got health issues, severe health issues that he's not taking care of, and if he doesn't take care of them, y'all are gonna fucking walk in one day and you're gonna see David flat on the fucking floor, face down, man. It's gonna be a massive fucking heart attack. That's what'll happen. That's what will happen. That's how these type of medical conditions. I think David's just on a fucking form of self-destruct, so he just gotta pay his bills. He's like, fuck, I'm checking out, man. Fuck that. I'm just gonna eat my the king from fucking what was it, Game of Thrones? Robert Baratheon. He's all, come. Let us eat and whore our way into eternity. That's what David's gonna do. He's all, come, let me eat and whore my way into eternity. That's what David's gonna do. He's gonna eat and whore his way into eternity right now at this point. Man, David. David, reading over all these symptoms now, especially for the what was it? It was Graves' disease, but what was the... Yeah, there it is. The... Let's see. Anxiety, yeah. Graves' disease, anxiety. I've seen your fucking hands tremor too, David. So I know you got Graves' disease. I've seen your hands tremor on the side of the podium. They're like this one day. Enlargement of the thyroid gland, goiter right here, David. Your fucking throat right here. That's called your goiter. That's enlarged. Change in menstrual cycles? Yeah, David, I could definitely say you fucking change your menstrual cycles. Erectile dysfunction or reduced libido. Libido. How do you say it? Libido. Frequent bowel movements. David's all, yeah, I fucking destroyed 5 toilets just the last 20 minutes. bulging eyes, right? Graves' ophthalmopathy, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, palpitations, sleep disturbance. So we got Graves' disease, enlarged thyroid, right? Is Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism the same thing? Okay, yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism. It's just that's what they call Graves' disease is hyperthyroidism. Yeah, David, you need to go to the hospital, man. That's what I'm saying. So I need the cult members, right? David's got a fucking severe case of hyperthyroidism. He's not careful. You guys are gonna fucking walk in one day and you're gonna find him flat on the goddamn floor. I don't want that to happen because we want to see him in prison, guys. We don't want anything like that to happen to David. We want to see him in jail. That's it. We'll let the fucking system deal with him. He doesn't deserve an out like that. Not in my opinion. David doesn't deserve an out like that to be fucking let out of eat his way and eat and whore his way into eternity. Nah, he doesn't deserve that. And I'm a firm believer that's what he's trying to do. He's like, fuck, man, I'm already in shit shape. I might as well just finish it off, man. He's just eating fucking bonbons and Krispy Kreme all day, fucking hiding, no doubt. I mean, the fact that he had to come after me and start calling me fag and shit like that and calling me a tranny on my channel, like, I mean, how much more proof does anybody need that this place is indeed, it's not even a cult anymore, it's a extremist cult hate group with terrorists in it. I'm gonna pull the FOIA request, guys. I will FOIA that information. I promise you guys. Fadi, I'm gonna FOIA your shit. I'm gonna find out about that fucking arrest, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna find out about it. Some more proof that you guys are indeed a fucking extremist cult. I'm gonna fill out this form right now. Might as well. Firm organization. What the fuck would I put for that? News. Let's see here. Good. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I don't want to go all the way over. Okay, here we go. Just gotta space it over. Might as well do it right now. Welcome to America, where you can fucking request any kind of police report you want. Thank you to the Freedom of Information Act. Oh, man. This is great. I'm going to find out, see if there's videos from in the car, photos, body-worn camera videos, all that shit. I'm going to see if there's information about this guy. Sorry, guys, got off track there. I feel like I was kind of around today about this, but... Okay, so the text messages we got, we know for sure that's very telling of what's going on inside, okay? That's how David's talking to his members, all right? And I'm about to wrap it up because my fucking stomach's growling at me like, hey, it's time to eat, motherfucker. So we got the text messages. We know it's no longer it's a cult extremist hate group. That's what I'm going to call it at this point. It's an extremist cult hate group. It really is. When you call people and try to, it's like they really were trying to get me to come out and really try to blow it for some reason, right? Like they think I'm going to come out and spit hate speech. No, I don't do that. I will use it in context to let people know what kind of language is being used, and I don't condone the type of language. I really don't. I don't even I'm straight, and I don't even fucking talk like that. Like, what the fuck? Those words never come out of my mouth, what these guys are saying to me. You a tranny, you a fag. I don't use that type of word. Nope, I don't say that shit. Get your fucking ass beat nowadays for saying shit like that. And it's just, we don't live in that type of fucking world anymore, David. All right? You apparently fucking do, right? In your own fucking delusional, fucking psychotic, sick, fucking twisted world. You live there. But David, we don't. We don't. Which makes all sense why you have your little fucking cult isolated. Man, think of the fucking hate and the energy, that fucking negative energy inside that fucking building. I bet everybody's just hating on each other. Everybody's got dirt on everybody. And the second somebody turns, they're quick to fucking, hey, they said something about you. They said something. I could see Jenny Jadiak fucking being a conniving little fucking bitch, too. Oh, they said something about Apostle. Don't talk about Apostle because we live in our fucking 2-star hotel down in Houston and it's a fucking cult fucking compound and it's just a full-blown religious hate group. It'd be nice if the government just went in and fucking shut them down now for the fact that they have a fucking person there that's calling in fucking fake bomb threats. Right? Reporting fake bomb threats. That's some serious shit, man. You don't just fucking call in a bomb threat and expect to get away with it. No, that's a felony. Why? Because it ties up resources and it requires action of the federal government when there's a bomb scare. When there's bomb scares, the government take that shit real fucking serious. Fadi thought he was going to come here and fucking make a bomb scare in America and get away with it. No, now he's facing a fucking felony. And that's, Fadi, you're looking at 10 fucking years, buddy. So, David, way to fucking coach your members on how to be a fucking upstanding citizen of America. Right? Hey, go call in a bomb threat. Don't ever fucking call in bomb threats, guys. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm telling you, if David tells you to call in a bomb threat, tell him to fucking do it himself. Tell him to do it himself. Tell that little piece of shit to fucking do it himself. Fadi, you should have done it yourself. I'm sure David told you, hey, go call in a bomb threat. And you're like, fuck yeah, that's a good idea. No, not in America, dude. You don't call in bomb threats in America and expect to get away with it. Because you know what you won't do is get away with it. They'll fucking track your call and they'll just come fucking arrest you, dude. And I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out, Fadi. I'm going to find out about your arrest. And I'm going to post it. I'm going to post the records. Because this is all public information. What it's called, Fadi, is a Freedom of Information Act request, right? Police FOIA request. That means I can request the body cams, your arrest records, or the arrest report, the police report, the photos, anything that went in line with your arrest, I can pull. I won't necessarily get your police record. That shit's, I won't be access to that. But the police report, yeah, I can get the police report. I can get the booking photo if there is one. I could probably find your booking photo online. Honestly, I don't even need to get the booking photo. The body worn camera, I would definitely like to get if there was an arrest. The 911 call, I would also like to find out where the bomb threat was called into. So yeah, I will be pulling more strings on this, you guys. I'm gonna work on this through the rest of the weekend. I finished school, so I'll probably do work around the house and stuff like that. But I really would like to see if I can get this FOIA request done. I'm gonna call the police department today and talk to them and see if I actually need to put the signature on it or if they'll just take it through email. Which I'm hoping they will. Let's see here. Yeah, I might have to actually print this and mail it, which is fine. I'll print it and mail it. I got envelopes already stamped in here. Not a problem. Well, I can email it and scan it. Or I can print it and scan it. If the cause of fake calculation, okay. Okay. Alright, cool. I know what I need to do now. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So we have an extremist hate group, right? which we know now is for sure a cult based off the last few days of the information. We have people calling in bomb threats, sending out fucking really shitty text messages. We have members in complete and total isolation. David for sure is in hiding in complete isolation too because he's fucking scared, right? Man, David, you've really fucking screwed the pooch on this one, buddy. The hotel, it's too high profile. That was just fucking dumb, David. That was probably the dumbest thing you could have done by that hotel and put money down on it. That was the stupidest thing you could have fucking done, David. Come on. Dumbest thing you could have done, man. Dumbest thing. And then you put all the members down there. Oh yeah, it's a college campus. No, the fuck it's not. It's all he did was just shuffle his fucking cult around. That's it. Then once that shit's blown, he's gonna fucking get you guys up out of there. I mean, this isn't gonna end well. I urge everybody to report him to the fucking Houston PD, to the FBI. Let them know they're fucking trafficking humans, man. I do. You guys, we pay the government. We pay the police. We pay the FBI. We pay them. We pay them all. We pay them all, guys. David doesn't, though. Which is part of why I do this. Is because David doesn't pay his taxes. And I find it hard to believe that our government can't get a fucking hold on it. It's the government's fault. It's the government's fault. The government knows this is going on. That's the problem. The government knows this is going on. We've been sending them the fucking fraud reports. Or else David wouldn't be saying, oh, that I'm committing fraud and wire fraud. And, you know, these people sending in fraud reports saying that I'm committing wire fraud. Well, if you're not fucking worried about it, why are you talking about it, you piece of shit? David, your whole fucking cult is a terrorist organization now at this point. That's how I'm gonna fucking label it, a terrorist cult organization. Your guys' whole fucking cult is based off fear tactics. That's it. Fear and manipulation. I mean, Josh, you can't even fucking pick up the phone and call me, you little bitch. I'm calling you guys out, man. I'm calling each and every one of you out. David, Michelle, Joseph, Steve, Ashley, you're good. Tony, all of you guys, I'm calling every one of you out. Fucking Stanley, Cam, come out and fucking interview. I know you guys won't, though, because you guys are fucking scared of the truth. All the cult members, you guys need to open your eyes, man. You need to start asking questions of your leaders. It says so in the Bible that you should question who your leaders are. It says so. You need to question them by their fruits. They will be judged by their fruits. Or you will know them by their fruits. And David, his fucking fruit is rotten, fucking stinky, and sweaty. So I don't know what kind of fruit he's fucking selling there at that cult. You guys, members of the cult, Mariah especially. Mariah, I'm talking to you right here. I'm watching your body language, Mariah. You know it's bullshit. Mariah, I'm talking to you. You know, Mariah. Mariah, you know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit, Mariah. Get the fuck out. Get your kids. Get the fuck out. Get a real job. And go do something a little more meaningful with your life than be stuck in this fucking cult with this piece of shit. Mariah, your body language tells a lot, Mariah. When you're sitting there at the fucking red carpet the other day, kind of fucking checked out. Yeah, I've been there before and I know what that means. You're not there. You're checked the fuck out. I'm noticing this, Mariah. A lot of us are. We're noticing your body language, Mariah. Get the fuck out. Be the next one to get out, Mariah. If you need help, you let us know. We'll fucking get somebody down there to get you the fuck out because we know you can't leave. We know you can't leave. We know it's hard for people to leave there. If you guys need help getting out, you let us know and we will get somebody the fuck down there to get you the fuck out of there. We'll get you a safe place. We'll get you a fucking place where you can shower, food, make phone calls to your family, and you won't be asked questions. We will make it a safe place for you, but if you guys need help, you need to let us know. You guys need to get the fuck out of there. There is nothing good going on there at that hotel. What are you guys going to get? What happens? In closing, right here, I'm going to lock it up at an hour. What happens when David gets arrested or when David fucking ceases to exist? What does that leave you guys with.